Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Joey Knight Jr. here once again with another edition of Weekly Purchases. And let's get right on into it, as once again we have another mixed bag with DVDs and wrestling figures. So, adding on to the pay-per-view collection for my DVDs, we are gonna go all the way back to the year 2002, which is the anniversary of this DVD is almost 23 years, which it hurts my soul. It brings no adrenaline to it. But it was a pretty great pay-per-view. And that is Armageddon 2002, right there. You got the cover art with Big Show and Angle, and then Michaels and Triple H on the front. And then you got everything on the back, all the match listings and everything else. Good times, good times. Stinks being old, though. It stinks hearing my knees creak every time I stand up at my ripe age of 28 years old. But moving on a few years later, we have The Great American Bash 2006. There's the art on the front. And then we got everything on the back. This was, if I do remember correctly, yes, the infamous first ever Punjabi prison match. Which, strangely enough, they kept Khali on the cover and don't replace him with Big Show. But I also do believe that was like a day of announcement, I think, on the pay-per-view. I don't remember. Moving forward is Judgment Day 2007. There we have everything on the front right there. Do-Rag Vince. That's all that needs to be stated. Do-Rag Vince, nothing more. And then we got everything on the back right there. Excellent, excellent. Sticking with the year 2007, we have No Mercy, Randy Orton right there. The infamous night of 3 WWE title matches in one night. Randy Orton becoming champion, being given the championship, Triple H winning it immediately, Triple H defending it against Umaga, and then Randy Orton winning the title in the main event. Crazy, crazy series of events on that pay-per-view. And now this one, it completes, well, except for one, missing one, but this mostly completes my 2022 search for pay-per-view DVDs. And we have WrestleMania Backlash right there, Brooding Edge on the front, and then we have everything on the back right there. Next up, we have Hell in a Cell 2022, the infamous night. I'm saying infamous a lot in this video. I'm now noticing that. But this was infamous. Cody Rhodes wrestling with the completely torn off pec. Just wild. That man's an animal. You can never make me hate Cody Rhodes or say anything bad about Cody Rhodes after that performance. I'm just being completely honest. I will stand for Cody Rhodes any day of the week just for that one match right there. Next up, we have Money in the Bank 2022. Nice cover, by the way. Nice little poster for the front. And then we got the back right there. Oh, speaking of posters, forgot about this. I'll show this off. Because, you know, when I get these, like this one was completely sealed, like factory sealed steel and everything. And, you know, I opened it, you know, check the disc just to make sure. And look at what we got in here. It is awesome. I might have to find a frame for this. Don't know. But it is a Hell in a Cell poster. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. That is pretty awesome. So I like seeing little things like that added into the DVDs. I think I folded this up wrong. We'll worry about that in a second. That's not to be worried about right now. No one needs to be seeing me struggle like that. And then next up to end the year 2022 is Extreme Rules 2022. There we got the front, and then we got the back. I'll say it maybe one last time. The infamous night of Bray Wyatt coming back to WWE, which just that was that's up there as far as like my favorite moments ever in wrestling. And then last on the DVD collection, not really anything I needed, but it was in a lot. So I figured, why not add on to it? It was in a lot with one of these. Oh, yeah. It was in a lot, because I got, these together, the Ruthless Aggression era ones, and it was in a lot with those, just randomly. But WrestleMania 3, 2-disc DVD, not collector's, Championship Edition. And then you got the back right there. I actually had this as a kid, not gonna lie. Because I think it was one of those, like, find it on the shelves, and it was like $5 at one point at, like, Walmart. So I was like, Mom, Dad, please. And they're like, okay, $5, whatever. So it was definitely one of those scenarios. But yeah, not really anything I needed for my pay-per-view collection, because I have the WrestleMania Anthology set back there, so I already have WrestleMania 3 on DVD. But once again, much like last week when it came to the $18 for the lot of 6, it was like, I think I paid like $20 for those 4. So once again, it's just like $5 each. Yeah, I'm not going to question it, not going to deny it, anything like that. But now, onto the action figure portion of this video of weekly purchases. Back to the Jakks Ruthless Aggression era collection. Not Mattel, but Jakks. We have Mercury and Nitro. No Melina yet, but we have Mercury, Nitro, Eminem. I actually had these specific figures of Eminem in my Fig Fed back in the day. These were my Eminem figures. Not these specifically. These look way too good to be mine. They look too good to be the ones I played with. But I actually had those Eminem figures right there back in the day. And then, to end the video, we have none other than
Kenny, Johnny, Ned, Nicky, Mikey, and we are the Spirit Squad!
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to add that bit in there. There was, like, I had all 5 of them with me. There was no way I could not do that bit. But yes, we have Kenny. Where's Johnny at? Johnny, Mitch, Nikki, and Mikey. The Spirit Squad. The Spirit Squad has been added to the Jakks Ruthless Aggression era collection. Very interesting ensemble of characters were the Spirit Squad. But that is it for today as far as weekly purchases go. Please leave a like on the video, share the video, comment on the video, but most importantly of all, subscribe to Joey Knight Jr. and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.